Let me tell you what nobody in a suit ever told you. Freedom isn't given. It isn't voted on. It isn't protected by a document or a badge or a flag.
Freedom is taken
Every single day. By the ones willing to live with the consequences of being free. Now roll! Now roll! Gather round and hear the sermon of the asphalt and the road. Not the gospel of the comfortable, but the gospel of the bold. Every prophet worth his salt was called a criminal by kings. Every revolution started with somebody pulling strings. They wrote the history, the winners always write the books. But out here in the wind we write it different in our looks. The patch is our theology, the road is our cathedral. And the only congregation worth a damn is our people. We ain't perfect saints, don't claim to be, don't need the halo.
What we claim is that we built this world and refuse to let it fail.
Every fall we came back harder, every raid another lesson. Every charge dismissed or not, another form of confession. Roll on, asphalt sermon.
Thunder in the name,
No church ever held them.
no grave ever saved.
Roll on, asphalt sermon.
I'll carry it down the road,
Stood beside these men for years,
watch them bear the load.
Let me break it down from where I stand, which is right beside this life. Not a member of the club, but I've been the spine and I've been the knife that cut the rope when everything was hanging on a thread. Managed money through the raids, kept the household fed. I
Sat in waiting rooms where nobody was coming except us. Each other was the only cavalry in chorus and the only trust
that we've ever known.
and that's the only one we need.
Loyalty you can't buy with paper is the only creed. Don't talk to me about the law protecting what is ours.
We watched them raid the place and we rebuilt it within hours.
Of them leaving, but you can't condemn a thing that lives inside the bone. The asphalt sermon keeps on preaching even when you're all alone. Asphalt sermon.
Thunder in the name,
No church ever held them.
no grave ever saved.
Roll on, asphalt sermon.
I'll carry it down the road,
Stood beside these men for years.
watch them bear the load. Asphalt, asphalt,
Asphalt. Asphalt is the altar. Throttle is the prayer.
process are the angel.
Riding through the air. Come is the communion.
Road is the divide.
Every mile between us is a sacred line. Every generation they come for what we built.
Every generation I helped rebuild it from the sill.
Every lawyer, every badge, every prosecutor tried.
I sat outside the courtroom and I never broke a cry.
Not because we're righteous,
Not because we're clean,
but because my silence was the strongest wall they'd ever seen. You wanna understand the sermon, then come sit.
sit with us a while.
I've been sitting with it 20 years, mile after mile. Every road they rode, I held the other side of the line.
Roll on, Outlaw,
Roll on through the fire.
higher than their judgment, higher than their choir. On the tank in the tail, nobody waiting, nobody watching, nobody calls. Just a center line yellow in the crumbling walls of every city that forgot what freedom costs. Every suit who sold their soul and thought they won what they lost. I'm the thing, your nightmare when you build your fences tall. I'm the thunder in the distance, past your wall. Red light in the mirror, don't mean I'm gonna stop. 17 years running hard and I ain't dropped.
You want a conversation with a badge on your hip? We'll talk when the road is done and I'm done with this trip.
Blood on the throttle, chrome on the bone.
the fire. I hold down the blood throttle down the highway.
Thunder rolling, I can feel it.
Blood throttle can't contain us.
Iron roading, I'll never leave it.
Blood throttle, death before surrender.
Every mile I'm here beside it.
Blood throttle, blood throttle, blood throttle.
Think the woman in the story's just a shadow. Think again. I've held this whole life standing through conditions most can't comprehend. Kept the lights on, kept the lawyers paid, kept the kids from N.W.A. Kept my face like stone on days I wanted nothing more than to cry.
But tears don't ride, and neither does a woman who breaks easy. The road took everything I thought I knew, and I stayed anyway. Call it love, call it loyalty, call it whatever name you need. The blood throttle runs through both of us.
That's the only creed.
Watched him ride out in the dark, more nights than I can number. Kept one ear open, listening for the pipes through winter slumber. Because this light don't clock out when the brothers hit the road, and the woman still standing carries her half of every load. Blood throttle down the highway.
Thunder rolling, I can feel it.
Blood throttle can't contain us.
Iron roading, I'll never leave it.
Blood throttle, death before surrender.
Every mile I'm here beside it.
Blood throttle, blood throttle, blood throttle. Blood throttle. Blood throttle.
Throttle down the hammer, blood upon the chrome. Every road a temple, every mile a home. Death before dishonor, steel before the grave.
Blood throttle, would it never save? Would it never save? 17 Harleys in the funeral pyre. Buried 3 brothers in the road, took us higher. Can't explain to civilians what the oath really means. It's the spaces between words, it's the sound between screams. We the ones who stayed when everyone else checked out.
We the ones who roll
When everyone else sat down. Blood throttle,
That's the name of what we built on this ground.
blood throttle.
That's the sound of freedom when it's finally found.
Chrome and bone, that's all I am at 90 on the highway. Open throttle, open sky, do it my way or no way. 17 years in this life and I ain't found one reason to slow down, to shut up, or to change with any season. They think the age will mellow with the road, build in the marrow. Every year I get a little harder, a little narrower. And what I'll accept, what I'll allow, what I'll bend to. Every year the line gets clearer and I'm never gonna enter. Chrome on the outside, bone beneath the leather. Built to take the worst of road in every kind of weather. Some men break when pressure comes, I watch them fold and splinter. I was built in desert heat and forged in Colorado winter. Chrome and bone, I'll be right here keeping this life in this house is home. Chrome and bone,
Built everything we have on asphalt, faith and stone.
you can't rust what love has hammered out of iron. Chrome and bone,
Every molly rise, I keep the lights on and the fire. Chrome on his bike and bone in my spine. 20 years of this life and I wouldn't change a line. I didn't come here soft and I didn't come here naive. I came in knowing everything and chose not to leave.
watch the outsiders try to figure out what we built here. Put it in the documentary, try to make the picture clear, but they can't touch the truth of it from where they stand outside. You only know this life if it was your own chosen route. Don't try to rescue me from something I walked into free. Don't call it anything but what it is, a choice I made for me. Chrome and bone,
That's what we're made of every time we wake. This life is not a sentence, it's a vow I choose to take.
chrome and bone. I've been right here keeping this life in this house as chrome and bone.
Built everything we have on asphalt, faith and stone.
You can't rust what love has hammered out of iron. Chrome and bone.
Every molly rise, I keep the lights on and the fire.
the soul to validate the life I call blessed.
Every mile already told the story better than your article.
Every choice I made in this life was mine and vertical.
Chrome and bone, that's the summary. Chrome and bone, that's the truth. Chrome and bone, built by fire. Chrome and bone, earned by proof.
We've buried brothers on rainy Tuesday mornings. We've held their old ladies up in parking lots when their legs stopped working. We've rolled to funerals in columns long enough to stop traffic for 10 minutes straight. We've sat in silence in kitchens at 3 a.m. because there was nothing left to say and coffee was all we had. And after every one of those days,
Every single one, we rolled again.
We rolled again. Death do us right, that ain't a twist on any vow they know. It's the truth about the only bond that holds when things go low. Lost 4 brothers in the decade that I wore this patch with pride. Through the roads and won the illness, each one changed the tide. You don't know the way to riding past a brother's driveway, seeing the bike still under the cover, knowing he's not gonna ride today. You don't know the silence at the table when the seat goes empty. You don't know what brotherhood means until the price is plenty. And still we roll, and still we ride, and still we wear the thing that cannot be satisfied by anything outside this circle, anything outside this bond. Death do us right until the last of us is gone.
Death do us right.
From the first mile to the grave.
Death do us right.
Every brother, every breath.
Death do us right.
Nothing breaks what a road is bound.
Death do us right. We'll be riding underground.
I sewn the patches back onto the jackets of the ones who can't no more. Pressed them flat and folded them and laid them by the door. Widows sitting staring at a bedroom that went cold. Held them when they came apart. That story's never old, because the grief in this world runs as deep as any oath sworn. And the women living in it know exactly what gets torn. I've held flags of services, I've stood outside the door of courtrooms where they tried to erase what these men stood for.
And kept my face straight, knowing everything that circus tried to frame didn't touch 1 inch of what the brothers truly claim. Death do us right for me means driving hard to county fast and making sure the man beside me knows his old lady's gonna last. Death do us right means standing in the cold outside the walls and being there when the gate opens, no matter what the cost.
Death do us right.
From the first mile to the grave.
Death do us right.
Every brother, every breath.
Death do us right.
Nothing breaks what a road is bound.
Death do us right. We'll be riding underground. Death do us right.
We don't say goodbye, we say ride safe. We don't say rest, we say roll free.
Every road we put behind us carries those who can.
Every light I left on burning was a living monument.
Death do us right.
When it's my turn and the road is taking all the miles I've earned, when the last throttle's been pulled and the final bridge is burned, don't put me in a chapel, don't surround me with a hemline. The bikes up and the brothers ride from rim to rim of whatever county knows my name, and open up the pipes. Let the thunder be the eulogy, the smoke, the altar lights. Don't need a priest, don't need a politician at the mic. Need the sound of chrome on asphalt in the wind and the spike
Of the flag behind the column of the ones who held the line. The patch upon my chest will say everything is mine. And when the last one rolls away and silence takes the street, tell them what they saw today is how we mark the feet of a life lived without compromise, without apology or shame. Death do us right, and every mile after was my name.
Every patch that's ever worn is love before it's torn.
Every patch,
Every mile we've ever ridden.
doesn't fade away. Ride safe, brother, ride free.
There's a stretch of highway in Nevada, can't remember which one, where you ride for 40 minutes and don't see a single light. No city, no billboard, no person, just a beam of your headlight, cutting into a darkness so complete, you start to wonder if the rest of the world was ever real at all. That's not a metaphor, that's just Tuesday. And Tuesday out here is the most honest thing I know.
People from the outside but want to understand it, want to write the book, make the documentary.
Let me save them sometime.
I am not confused, I am not waiting to be rescued, I am not a victim of anything
Except my own free choice.
I chose this night, I chose this life. The choosing is mine.
They've been trying to cage something that doesn't have bars strong enough to hold it. Been trying for 50 years, it's still writing. And I've been watching it write every single year.
They passed the law against the past, they passed the law against the ride, passed the law against the gathering, they passed the law against our pride. Every decade bring another wave of blue to crack the club. Every decade we come back harder out the mud. Rico charges, civil suits and confidential rats, feds surveilling barbecues and trying to follow tracks. You think the government that sold it sold to corporations has any right to judge the men who built their own foundations? I
Wear no colors that you recognize, I wear my own.
I knew the no flag.
Planted in the yard I didn't own.
My constitution written by the brothers on my left and right. Not some document in DC written by men who never fight.
No colors, no cage, no master, no stage.
No badge gets to write the next line on his page.
No colors, no cage, they roll through your age.
Iron blood in their veins and thunder in their rage.
I'm the one who holds the door when the wolves come through. No colors, no cage.
I know what these men been through.
Yeah, you think you understand this life from what you read in magazines. You got a surface understanding and you don't know what it means to wake up to a knock at 5 a.m. and keep your face stone straight. To pack a bag and make the drive alone and wait outside a county jail all day and not say one word to anyone who's asking.
I didn't see and I didn't hear.
That's the code that keeps this whole thing standing after every storm. And the woman who holds that line is holding up more than you'd assume. I didn't come here for a title, didn't come here for a name. Came because this man beside me never once played games. And everything they tried to take from him, I helped him hold. The loyalty runs bone deep, it ain't button, it ain't soul.
No colors, no cage, no master, no stage.
No badge gets to write the next line on his page.
No colors, no cage, they roll through your age.
Iron blood in their veins and thunder in their rage.
I'm the one who holds the door when the wolves come through. No colors, no cage.
I know what these men been through.
No colors means
No compromise.
no cage means no surrender.
Built this on the open road.
In summer and in winter.
Every charter, every chapter, every state we ride through.
Every time they came, I had the bail money ready to.
We don't know the outside world a single explanation.
I kept more secrets than a federal investigation.
Try to break us in the 80s, try to get in Bureau 2.
Every time they came for him, I was already overdue.
Cause you can't imprison something born inside the chest.
And you can break the woman who refuses to confess.
No colors,
No game,
no colors,
no cage,
no master.
no grave.
Iron blood in the pavement. Thunder rules the way. Nobody handed me this life. I chose it.
Eyes open,
knowing full well what it cost, what it would keep costing. There's no patch on my back.
Didn't ask for one.
Don't need one.
What I've got is something they can't vote on and can't take back.
The respect of men who don't give it to just anybody. And that's the only crown I ever wanted.
Yeah, Queen of Asphalt, that's the name the road gave me in time. Not a title anybody handed over, it grew out of the grind. 20 years beside this life, watching every rotation, every raid, every arrest, every trial, every elation. I never wore the colors, but I bled for what they mean. I've been the last one standing in rooms most have never seen. Don't need a patch to tell you what my loyalty is worth. The brothers know the old lady's word that
carries its own words. Sat across the table from detectives who thought smiling help. Kept my face like concrete while they worked at what I held. Didn't give it nothing, didn't flinch, didn't fold. Some lessons in this life you don't learn, you just live them cold.
Queen of Asphalt, no colors on my back, but everything I've given you can index and can track. Queen of Asphalt, iron in my blood.
Live this life beside the brothers in the fire and the mud.
Queen of Asphalt, try to move me if you dare.
20 years of holding down the fort.
I'm still here.
Let me tell you something about the woman holding down the house when every fed within the 50-mile radius was taken out. She kept the book straight, kept the story straight, kept the kids straight. Never cracked, never ran, never showed up looking desperate to the gate, because that's not what old ladies do. Not the real ones, not the ones who last. They absorbed every storm and stand there when the storm has passed. She ain't decoration, she ain't a footnote in the story. The old lady earns a different kind of iron, quiet, mandatory. You wanna know what holds the chapters heart together year to year? Look at who's still standing when it all goes sideways, she's right there. The brothers see it even when the outside world stays blind. The respect she carries ain't on the vest, it lives in the mind.
Queen of Asphalt, no colors on my back, but everything I've given you can index and can track. Queen of Asphalt, iron in my blood.
Build this life beside the brothers in the fire and the mud.
No crown, no tiara, just the life I chose to live.
She gave more to this world than most.
Are ever willing to give.
Every mile behind this man,
Was a mile I chose to ride.
the old lady's loyalty is what keeps the chapter spine inside.
Not by a patch, but by the price I've always paid.
Respect ain't given, it is taken from the road.
And I've been carrying my half of every load. Don't need a fairy tale, don't need a seat at any table, hell. What I need is what I've always had, a life I built and spelled out in midnight drives and lockjaw silence in co-waiting rooms, in courtroom hallways, keeping straight posture past the fumes of everything they threw at us and every price we paid.
Queen of Asphalt,
That's not a title, that's a choice I made every single day for 20 years, and I make it again.
the road is the judge, and the road says I'm still standing. There's a moment before they put the patch in your hands, when the room goes quiet and every man in that room has already paid a price you haven't paid yet, and they look at you
And you look back.
and something passes between you that no court can subpoena.
No badge can confiscate.
No law can make illegal.
That moment
Is sanctified in steel.
Not everyone who asks gets asked to stand inside this room. Not every handshake is an offering. Not every bridge a boom. The process long improving ground is harder than it looks. You can't buy your way in with a check or learn it all from books. Months of being nobody while the brothers watching wait. Every move you make is measured, every word you say. And when the day comes and the patch is placed upon your chest,
You understand the price of it.
you understand the test. It ain't about the motorcycle, ain't about the look, ain't about the legend that some journalist mistook.
It's about the man beside you when the world goes cold and dark. The one who shows up,
That's the man who's earned his mark.
sanctified in steel.
Sworn under thunder sky,
Brother sealed in iron,
the kind of bond that doesn't die.
sanctified in steel.
I've watched it from the door,
Knowing what that moment cost.
and what it's always for.
I've watched this moment happen more than once. Stood outside where I belong.
That room is theirs.
Not because I'm less, but because the oath inside it is something only brothers share.
And that's the truth and I respect it, but
I've seen the man who walked in and the man who walked out, and something passed between those versions without a doubt. The one who walks back out stands different in his boots. Something settled permanent.
and deep inside the roots, I made sure the house was quiet on the nights before the day. Make sure nothing from the outside world had anything to say. That's not a small thing. Keeping the conditions right is how the old lady holds her place without holding the title tonight. Sanctified and steel is his,
I know that clear as chrome.
but the woman keeping everything in order makes the ceremony whole.
Sanctified in steel.
Born under thunder sky,
Brother sealed in iron.
the kind of bond that doesn't die.
Sanctified in steel.
I've watched it from the door,
Knowing what that moment cost.
and what it's always for.
We don't pray to any God that never wrote a road.
We don't ask for absolution.
We just carry on the load. Every mile behind us is a prayer without the words.
Every engine turning over,
Is the only hymn that's heard.
born in blood and iron.
Sealed in fire and crown.
Every man who bears the patch,
Earned it to the bone.
together in the thunder,
Apart in all the rest.
sanctified in steel.
Is the only final test.
Someday when I'm gone and the road is taking all the takes, I want one thing said over whatever silence waits. He was true to the patch,
He held the line.
he never turned his back.
He was sanctified in steel.
That's enough. That's the whole story.
That's everything. That's everything.
Pistol and a patch. Pistol on the hip and the patch upon the back. Two things in this life that I will never lack. Loyalty and leather and a piece of cold steel. The only kind of insurance that's ever been real out here in the world that turned its back on the cold. We made our own religion on the open road. The pistol keeps me honest and the patch keeps me true. Everything they told you about us mostly through and through, but you'll never understand the weight of what we hold. The patch ain't just a jacket, it's a story carved in gold. And the pistol ain't for violence, it's That's the period at the end of a sentence that says nobody messes with my friends.
Pistol in the patch,
Stealing swarm blood
he rides with the iron.
through fire and flood.
Pistol in the patch, everything he is, loyalty and leather.
And the life is his.
Pistol in the patch, Outlaw writes his fate. Pistol in the patch.
You think the patch is given, think the patch is bought. You don't know the years of proving, you don't know the wars he fought to wear the thing that means he'd lay it down for any brother. The pistol's just a tool, but the patch is like no other. It's the difference between a man who rides and a man who belongs. The patch is the chorus to 100 funeral songs and 1,000 nights of laughter in a bond that doesn't break. The pistol guards the patch, and the patch is what's at stake.
I've sewn that patch and pressed it. I've guarded what it means. I've kept the pistol clean and hidden tucked behind the scenes. I don't wear the colors, but I know exactly what they cost. And I'd stand between my man and danger before that patch is lost.
Pistol in the patch, still in sacred vow.
Everything we stand for,
Everything is now, no surrender ever.
no retreat, no shame.
Pistol in the patch.
Forever is the name.
Pistol stays loaded, patch stays on my back.
Two things in this life keep me on the right track.
Everything else is negotiable, everything else can break, but the pistol
And the patch are the oath.
they'll never forsake. There's a stretch of road every rider knows about. Doesn't matter what state you're in. Every chapter's got one. The one that took somebody. They call it different names. We call it the Widowmaker. Mile marker 47, where the asphalt turns to prayer. Lost a brother on that curve and left a piece of me right there. The road don't care how many years you ridden in the wind. It takes the careful and the reckless, takes the Satan, takes the sin. I've ridden past that marker every season since he fell. Slow down every single time and rang a silent bell for the man who taught me everything about the life I lead. The Widowmaker took him and the road don't ever bleed. She don't show you any mercy, don't care about your name. Every rider knows her, every rider rides are just the same. Because the alternative is cages and the slow forgettable death. I take the Widowmaker's danger to my final breath. Widowmaker road,
She's calling out my name.
took the ones before me, but I ride her just the same. Widowmaker road,
I know it's at the end.
every mile a memory of every fallen friend. Widowmaker road, I stood at the marker too with flowers in my hand for the men who didn't make it home across this brutal land. I've held the women breaking when the call came in the night. The Widowmaker took another, and there's nothing makes it right. But I never asked him to stop, never asked him to be safe, because the man I felt for lives out here in this dangerous place. And loving someone in this life means loving what they are. A rider of the Widowmaker chasing down a star. I keep the candle burning every time he rides away, and I keep it burning longer if the road takes him someday. That's a deal we made in silence, that's the vow we never spoke. The Widowmaker's always waiting, and we ride until we're broke. Widowmaker road,
She's calling out my name.
took the ones before me, but I ride her just the same. Widowmaker road,
I know it's at the end.
every mile a memory of every fallen friend. Widowmaker road,
Every rider rides a Widowmaker.
every old lady knows the cost.
Every mile a gamble with the Reaper.
Every season someone's lost.
Every rider rides a Widowmaker.
Every rider rides the Widowmaker.
Every rider rides a Widowmaker.
Every old lady knows the cost.
Every rider
hasn't taken you yet.
In the pipe. Yeah.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
Thunder in the pipe.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
Thunder in the pipes and the devil in my back. 100 miles an hour down the black and broken track. No helmet, no excuses, no apology, no fear. Just a scream of straight pipes telling everyone I'm here. The civilians hear it coming and they don't know what it is. That primal kind of freedom that they traded for a quiz on how to be obedient and quiet and afraid. I kept the thunder roaring and I never once obeyed.
Pipes so loud they rattle every window that I pass. A rolling middle finger to a world that's made of glass.
You wanna know what freedom sounds like when it's finally found? It's thunder in the pipes, it's that beautiful violent sound.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
He's coming down the highway, burning through the night.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
The loudest kind of freedom is the kind you have to fight.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
They passed the noise ordinance to try to shut us down. Try to legislate the thunder out of every town. But you can't quiet something that was born to be this loud. You can't shame the rider who refuses to be cowed. Every straight pipe screaming is a declaration made that I'm alive and free and I will never be afraid of fines or laws of neighbors who don't understand the call. Thunder in the pipes is the freest sound of all.
Thunder in the pipes, screaming through the night.
Every straight pipe roaring is a sacred right.
No muffin, no mercy, no quiet, no restraint.
Thunder in the pipes is the only say.
Thunder in the pipes. Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes. Thunder in the pipes.
Thunder in the pipe, 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 pipe,
Thunder in the pipes, that's the anthem of the free.
Loud enough to wake the dead and everyone like me.
Every rider knows the feeling when the pipes begin to scream.
It's the closest thing to flying, it's the realest kind of dream.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
Warring down the highway through the dark and through the light.
Thunder in the pipes, thunder in the pipes.
Thunder in the pipes.
Thunder in the pipes. Thunder in the pipes.
When it's time, and every rider knows it comes. Don't moor me in a building with a steeple. Roll the bikes out. Fire the pipes. And take me on one last ride home.
When the road is taking all the miles that I had left to give, and the engine finally quiets on the only way I knew to live. Don't put me in a suit, don't lay me in a quiet room. Roll the column out behind me, let the pipes become my tomb. The sound of smoke and thunder, let the brothers ride me out to wherever riders go when there's no more road about. I live this life completely, never compromise the code. Now carry me the only way I want.
The last ride home.
I buried enough brothers now to know exactly how it's done. The column stretching mile on mile beneath the setting sun. The pipes are roaring tribute to a life lived wild and free. When it's
My turn, ride me out the way they rolled them out for me.
last ride home, let the thunder roll. Last ride home, for a wild free soul. Last ride home, let the pipes all scream. Carry him to glory on the final stream. Last ride home.
No tears, just crawl.
Ride him to the end on his last ride home.
know someday it will. I'll stand beside the road, and I'll be standing strong and still. I'll watch the column carry him the way I always knew the brothers would when finally his riding days were through. I won't fall apart in public, I'll save that for alone. I'll hold my head up high and watch him take him on his own. Last ride home, I'll have his patch pressed clean and neat, and I'll fold it to my heart when the column clears the street. I gave this man my everything and he gave me the same. And when they ride him out, I'll whisper soft his sacred name. Ride safe my love, ride free my love, the way you always rode. And I'll be right behind you on your final last ride home.
Let's ride home, let the thunder roll. Let's ride home, for a wild free soul. Let's ride home, let the pipes all scream, carry him to glory on a final stream. Let's ride home.
No tears, just chrome.
Ride him to the end on his last ride home.
Oh, don't cry for me when the engine stops. I'll save my tears for when I'm alone. Just roll the bike and fly the pipes and take my love on his last ride home. Last ride home.
Let's ride.
I am thundersworn forever.
Every mile he rode was worth the cost. Let's ride.
No surrender, no decay.
Ride him home and all know what we lost. Let's say,
Brother, one last time. Free. Every brother in his life knows the truth nobody talks about much. The strongest person in the chapter isn't always the one wearing the patch. Sometimes it's the one standing behind him, holding everything together, while the world tries to tear it down.
let me tell you about the woman who don't get the songs. The one who holds the household up when everything goes wrong. When the rays come in the morning and the lawyers need their pay, she's the one who keeps it steady, she's the one who finds a way.
She don't wear the colors and she don't sit at the table, but the whole thing would collapse without her standing strong and stable. The old lady holds the line in ways you'll never see, the quiet kind of strength that lets the brotherhood stay free.
I hold the line,
I hold it down when the storm comes rolling through this town.
I hold the line,
I keep it true, everything he is I helped him through.
I hold the line. No patch on my chest, but I've given this life.
Everything and more than all the rest.
Yeah.
Don't write me as the woman waiting by the door. I'm the reason that the door still stands when he comes home from war. With whatever life has thrown at us this season and the last, I'm the keeper of the present and the guardian of the past. I make the midnight phone calls, I make the desperate drives. I've held the other women up when grief tore through their lives. I chose this life with both eyes open, chose it every day, and holding down the line is how I chose to stay.
I don't need the recognition, don't need a seat or name. The brothers know exactly what I am and what I came to do in this life beside the man I never left. Holding down the line is my devotion and my gift. I hold the line,
I hold it down when the storm comes rolling through this town.
I hold the line,
I keep it true, everything he is I helped him through.
I hold the line. No patch on my chest,
But I've given this life everything and more than all the rest.
yeah. She holds the line when the world goes dark.
I hold it down, I hold my part.
The strongest thing in any chapter
Is the woman with the iron heart.
She holds the line. She holds the line.
He holds the line.
Everything he needed, I helped keep him warm.
The quiet kind of iron that the world will never see.
Holding down the line
Is what set this brotherhood free. I hold the line,
I always have.
I always will.
That's who I am.